Out of nowhere, it looks like Super7 just dropped on us a surprise Ultimates Wave with Burning Godzilla and Mechagodzilla. I'll be taking an in-depth look at both figures, starting with Burning Godzilla first, and then with Mechagodzilla. But before we continue with the video, I would really appreciate it if you could leave a like on the video and take a look at my other content on my channel. It really helps it out. But with that said, let's get started. At the time of this recording, these figures have just gone up for pre-order today. Much like Wave 1, they'll both be $85 each individually, or you can get them in a set together for $170. But it does look like that Super7 offers payment plans, so you can split up the payments over a certain amount of time, so you don't necessarily have to pay those costs up front all at once. Burning Godzilla is a character that's been done by a million other companies, a million other times for years. So it is interesting to see Super7's take on this figure in particular. Obviously what this one has over a lot of other figures is its size compared to, let's say, NECA or Monster Arts. It is 8 inches tall and 14 inches long, so it's definitely a sizable figure for sure. However, in the accessories department, I do feel, again, just like with the Godzilla 89 and Wave 1, it seems to be lacking a bit. We have two head sculpts, one with an open mouth, one with a closed mouth, both which look fantastic. But what I don't understand is why they're not giving us beam effects. It just seems like they're uninterested in doing it at all for Godzilla. With that said, though, the accessory here that I think makes this figure interesting is the smoke effects that can attach to the body, which is something that we've seen on an older Monster Arts release of Burning Godzilla. In addition to the smoke effects, we have 4 additional hands, so for a total of 6 hands with this figure. We have clenched fists, semi-open ones, and then more open ones, I guess you could say. So it's nice to have that variety, definitely adds to it. And of course you could like mix and match hand poses, which can definitely add a sense of dynamic posing, which I do appreciate. But overall, I do like this figure a lot. I think the sculpt is really good. Closed mouth Godzilla in general is a look that I like a lot, and this closed mouth head sculpt looks really well done. It's such an evil, menacing look. When I think of Burning Godzilla, I think of 2 details in particular: the crazy eyes and that snarl. And it really looks like Super7 nailed it, both with the open mouth version and the closed mouth. So yeah, props to them. Definitely the people who are behind the sculpting and the painting and everything. I don't know their names specifically, but they're doing a great job with this. And now we move on to the companion piece of this wave, which is Mechagodzilla from 1993, otherwise known as Super Mechagodzilla. Now, I love Mechagodzilla as a character. I'm definitely more biased toward the Showa era design, but the character itself I just love. And Super7 nailed this robotic, metallic look of him. Even the photos, he's so shiny looking that he's kind of overexposed in sections. If it looks a little bright, I think it's because it looks like it has a really shiny finish. Now this one's accessories I think are very much on par for the price point here. So we actually have 3 head sculpts. So we have a closed mouth, an open mouth, and then a flying pose, I guess you could say, head sculpt, which I'm so stoked about. I don't know yet if I want to display him flying or with like fully decked out with the cables. But aside from that, we have the cables, obviously, that attach to him. We have the Garuda, which is its own separate piece, so you could attach it to him or leave it separate, which is a great option to have. 2 additional hands. These look more like neutral poses, I guess, compared to the ones that are already attached to the figure. And then an alternate stomach plate, which looks good. And lastly, a couple of like thrusts, I guess, like particle effects when he's flying, which looks really cool. Wow. The more I look at this figure, the more impressed I get by it by the second. They really nailed this one. I don't know how else to contain my excitement, but it looks really good. I gotta give props to Super7. This was obviously, I think the entire wave itself is kind of just a surprise to everyone because they just picked 2 characters at random, essentially, from the Heisei era. I guess we thought from the first wave that they were going to go chronologically with each movie, but it's nice that they didn't. One last thing, these figures are expected to ship next summer in 2023, according to Super7's website, which is the usual turnaround for them. They've said officially, like in videos, that usually their turnaround for a pre-order is about 9 months from the time of announcement. So definitely some time till its actual release, but I'm really curious to hear what you guys think about this release. Was this one a surprise to you? I mean, I think no one was expecting them to just suddenly announce a Burning Godzilla and a Mechagodzilla together. But do you think this means that they're going to make a Destroya, a Space Godzilla, and all the rest of the Heisei enemy kaiju as well? Definitely leave a comment down below. Let me know if you're going to be getting one of these, both of them. Check out my other content I have on the channel as well. Consider leaving a like and subscribing. And thank you for watching, and have a good one.